Warning, the following contains content intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. What's up, peeps, and welcome to something new for the channel, The Sims 4. With me, your host, Zod19. Now, before I go explaining anything about why the heck this is showing up on the channel, let me explain this. This is going to be an hour-long introductory episode, and I plan for every episode after this to only be 30 minutes long, because I want a kind of change of pace for the channel. Every other series on the channel is like an hour-long episode. I want these to be 30-minute long episodes you can just dive into and be like, what the hell is going on all the time, you know? So, this is kind of my test episode as well. I don't know how much of the music is copyrighted, and I'm not, monetizing my videos, so it kind of doesn't matter. I don't claim anything in this except for my own gameplay. So, there you go. Alright, so what this is I got the idea to play The Sims 4 for the channel, obviously, as you're watching this now, and I thought, well, it's kind of done. It's kind of already been a thing. The Sims 4 has been out for a while. Seasons just came out, which is awesome. I have it. I've got all of the major game packs, and I'm only missing 3 stuff packs. I don't feel like dropping $30 to get those 3 stuff packs, so I don't care. So with Seasons installed, I figured let's give this a shot for the channel. How I'm going to handle this is I have full autonomy activated and auto age up. Other than getting him a job and making sure he gets his promotions when he has enough progress and, furnishing his home when he first gets a home, I'm gonna let him do whatever the hell he wants. I will not interrupt his shit unless it's to gain him a skill he needs in order to get a promotion. That's it. I'm just going to let him do his shit, and I'm going to narrate his life as if I'm some omnipotent god watching this Jack Everyman fuck around and do whatever the hell he wants. This could either end in episode 1 with him burning himself to death the first time he tries to cook a meal, at about 10 minutes. Or this could go splendidly, like magnificent chaos. Who knows? It could also be boring as shit, and I could also decide, Jack Everyman is an idiot, so I must reach inside, rip out his brain, and take control of his body with my own 10 fingers of doom. Who knows? But anyways, let me introduce you to our protagonist in this weird-ass tale, Jack Everyman. He is a 20-year-old young adult, as you can see here, who just moved out of his parents' house and is looking for a place to stay. He saved up some money from working small part-time jobs as a teenager, and plus a little bit of extra money he was given by his dad. But that was basically money that said, go out into the world and never come back money. So he has no way of contacting his parents if all things go to hell. He is out on his own. Kind of shitty if you look at it from that point of view, but also very freeing. I expect he's going to have a very wonderfully horrific time. Oh, I should totally start my damn timer before I forget. There we go. Let me just take a couple of minutes off of that and do 55. There we go. Because I've been ranting for a few minutes. Yeah, so he's got $20,000. He's out on his own. He's a young adult. He has been average most of his life. He's never really excelled in anything. He's never really been poor at anything, but he also does not have any skills to pay the bills, so to speak. All he does have are his personality traits, which he's got good. He's a good sim, which they become happy when around sims with positive moodlets, and he can donate to charity. He also becomes sad around evil sims, and he can discuss world peace, because why not? He's ambitious because, you know, he's out on his own, he's ready to do his own thing, and he wants to succeed in life. He's also a cheerful sim, which is pretty happy. He's, you know, at the beginning of his journey. That might change later on. He might become a gloomy son of a bitch. Who knows? But at the one thing he wants out of life is to be fabulously wealthy. And to achieve that aspiration before he dies. It's the only thing he wants out of life, is to be fabulously wealthy. And he's just nice enough and just cheerful enough and just ambitious enough to try his hardest. And you can't see, but I just flipped him off both hands right now. But that's what we're going to go with. I'll go through his outfits very quickly, and then we'll dive into this. We'll get him his first apartment and get him his first job, and we'll see how things go. But for his everyday wear, he's obviously wearing a t-shirt, some cargo pants, and boots. For his formal wear, he looks very nice in a bow tie and suit, with some leather shoes, patent leather. Don't ask where he afforded it. He got it from his dad as a gift. His athletic wear, just a tank top and shorts. Sleepwear, pajama pants. Party wear, you know, getting that snazzy on. Swimwear, just trunks, because why would you wear anything else into the water? Hot weather wear, cargo shorts, boots, and a tank top. And then cold weather wear, he's got the jacket, the gloves, the trap pants for some reason, some ski boots, which you can't really tell, and then a hat. And that's it. That's his whole thing. Alright. This is Jack Everyman, and let's begin his goddamn fall into madness. Who knows? You know, even he doesn't know from, you know, his posturing there. Let's save and play. Now, the reason why he's getting an apartment, rather than taking that $20,000 and buying himself a pre-built house, is because, you know, he's out on his own. It's the middle of summer. It's his first time going out on his own. He's never bought a house before, so he's reluctant and afraid to dive into that madness. But he's got a couple of friends from his part-time jobs who have apartments and everything, so he's like, oh, I'll just do an apartment. It'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? He says. Is it Newcrest? It is definitely not Newcrest. Why do I feel like I'm missing... Am I missing stuff? I shouldn't be. I'm missing an entire map. I'm missing the city life map. Are you kidding me? Good god damn it. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I am so sorry about that. Alright. Now I've double checked and everything's installed. As it turns out, the only one that wasn't installed was the City Living pack. So I had to wait a good 8 minutes for it to install that pack. But now we're ready to go. Let's get back into this whatever it's called, and he's going to get himself an apartment. Now let's take a look at the various apartment buildings. 3 of 4 units available. 1 unit available. 2 of 3 units available. 1 of 2. Cannot afford that lot. Alto apartments. Land grab apartments. Non-residential. What is this? Uptown? Slightly rich. What are you? Spice Market, family neighborhood, known for its Dockland views and all that fun stuff. Fashion district. Cannot afford this lot. There's 2 of 3 on Chick Street. Let's take a look at the Culpeper, since it's got 4. Let's see. We got 18 Culpeper House. It's got historical trait. Landlord has 1 rule. The inspirational plaque dedicated to the famous historical resident can never be removed or sold. It's also haunted by ghosts. Weekly rent is $600. And deposit's 1,000. Once home to a famous local chef, legend holds that the pufferfish nigiri was invented in the very kitchen. Additionally, the dining room boasts brand new clean floors and fresh paint throughout. 17 Culpeper, $400 rent, $800 deposit. It's got some furnishings. It's also 1 bedroom, 1 bath, and this one's 1 bedroom, 1 bath. A snug apartment in the heart of the desirable Spice Market District. Gremlins break stuff here a lot, or stuff breaks here a lot. It's like there are tiny goblins who come out at night and smash things. How about that? But that's ridiculous, right? And then 19 Culpeper, $600 a week, deposits $550. It's got 2 bedrooms and 1 bath. That's not necessary. Needs TLC, great place to practice your handiness skills. A fixer-upper apartment, very reasonable rent. Yeah, except I don't want to fix up an apartment. That's not something you ever do. Jasmine Suites, that's 2 bedroom and 1 bath. 3 bedroom, 3 bedroom. Oh, okay. Can't afford that one. And this gigantic 3 bedroom apartment, gnomes, and 1 bath, has gnomes? Broken things seem to be mended overnight, and penny pixies. Sims often find loose change about. Interesting, the weekly rent is $1,200 and the deposit is $1,000. It's the high end, and it's also 3 bedrooms. It's kind of way too much. Let's see what's in the Zhang apartments. Cannot afford this lot. It's already occupied. 1 of 2, Lambo, cannot afford this lot. Okay, so it looks like the only one he can really afford that is in his price range is either the Gremlins or the Ghosts. The cheaper of the two is definitely the $400 of rent per week with a deposit of $800. Furnishings, it's going to cost a bit of money. Do I have to move in and buy the furnishings too? Confirm? I don't have to get it. I can go unfurnished. Okay. Alright. So, do I go with Gremlins, which is going to have a lot of broken stuff, which he's obviously not going to know how to repair because he's, you know, an average guy. And he's probably going to break stuff a lot on his own, so that's going to become a very expensive lot, replacing broken things all the time. Or could go to the Culpeper house, which is haunted. You know, it's $600, but it's not going to have the dude breaking everything all the time. I think this one is going to win out simply because I guess I can deal with ghosts for at least a little while. Let's confirm that. Let's do unfurnished because that's just plain silly. You never get an apartment that's completely furnished unless you're absolutely insane or working for the mafia. So let's rent this apartment. $600 a week. That's going to be $2,400. Oh shit. A month? Huh. Damn. That's more expensive than San Diego. That's horrendous. Jesus. But okay. Alright, he's arrived at his apartment. Now, this should be his apartment, right? Or is it? No. It's definitely this one. Go here. We got the ghosts. We're going to take him inside, and we're going to pause, look at the calendar. Now, each month is 28 days long, which is 4 weeks. Wow, I think the saturation on my screen is a little high. Yeah. get to see the forecast for each of the weeks, and so on and so forth. Let's take a look at his simology. Days till age up 89. Okay, I was slightly worried that it would be like a 20-something day thing. That would be completely silly. I don't care about any of that. Stop pulling up the weird stuff. Alright. He's got business savvy. He'll earn more than the standard rate for careers because of his fortune aspiration. He has nothing in his inventory. He knows his landlord, which would be strange if he didn't. Does he have a mailbox? Yes, he does. It's one of these, I think. Those should be the mailboxes? Or that? What is that? 5 handiness. Oh, good lord. Anyways, there's the historical plaque. He just moved in. It's completely ridiculous that there's no kitchen appliances or bathroom stuff in here, but we'll deal with that in a second. Let's just say that the whole thing was totally empty and the dude is just giving him a cheap discount for funsies. Let's dive into build mode and see about putting some of the necessities into this place. Let's start with the bathroom because it's the smallest and easiest to deal with. The Ambassador, John, old time, sweet escapes. Probably not gonna do that. What? In God's name. Good lord. Let's just get you a goddamn toilet. Modern relief. Raw toilet looks like the closest thing. Or the John. Yeah, let's go with John. Do the John. And let's see. There. And we got a whole bunch of shower stalls. Good lord. Let's do the postmodern stall. Let's try not to forget that this is an apartment. Do they have doors installed already? They do indeed. He's gonna have to lock his door to everyone except for people in his household, because people will just waltz right in. And this is an apartment, but not a shitty apartment, so let's go with Bro Hill. Like that. Any small rugs? Nature's design? Yes. So, let's say he got a rug, and I hate this. That's so annoying. There, okay. Let's get a built-in sink. Some of this stuff is really nice looking. Less is more, $200. Ovum bath, purity. Let's do the ovum bath sink. Like that. There we go. And of course there needs to be lights in here. Oh, Jesus. It's gonna make me have to... Oh, here we are. Yeah, it's gonna make me have to peek in through the top again. Oh, god damn it. There we go. God damn. Actually, no, that wouldn't even make any sense. Sell that, and it would be an overhead light. There we go. God. like that in there. And so would, ironically, the rest of the lights in the house. Which would probably be set up like one here, and one here. And then two in the bedroom, like that. And that would probably be the apartment lights. Let's do the kitchen real quick. I don't want to spend too much time building up the house, but this is probably going to be the most interesting part of the... let's do the Blanco. Let's do white and gray. There, and let's do a corner. How do I... Alright. Like that. And then back to normal. Let's see, like that. And that. Close that. Go to sinks. Probably have a less is more kitchen sink. Or the raw industrial sink. No. Ah, there we go. The Wondrous kitchen sink. And we'll throw it in right there, just because that's an inconvenient spot, and that's what they always do. You cooking... Wow, that's expensive. Damn, son. Gotta drop $1,000 on a fucking electric stove. Ugh. 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 Gross. Fucking A. Let's get a hood in there. And then a friggin' fridge. Do that one right there. And for appliances... Probably not. Oh, what? Industrial dishwashing unit is cheaper than the professional dish laborer? Really? Well, that seems backwards, but I'm not going to complain if that's the way it's going to go. Alright. Alright, now he is, you know, fresh out of the thing, so he's going to have a cheap-ass microwave, you know, because he's a dude. There's no way he's not going to have a fucking microwave. Probably not right there. Probably more like right there. And then have a cheap-ass coffee maker right in the corner. Because why not? Or maybe right over here. Yeah, that seems better. He can prep his food there or there. And then cabinets. Gonna do the Blanco again. We're gonna do the white. Probably not that version of the Blanco. Let's do the contemporary. There we go. Just like that. With a nice... Seriously? It doesn't look anything like the other style. Weird. Then there, and then a corner, or not. Wow. Or maybe just... No? No? Okay. Okay. And then we do a little tiny one right there. And then we're done. And that's essentially his kitchen. And of course there's going to be a thermostat probably right next to the door as you come in, just to kind of control the temperature of the house. And then obviously there's going to be a smoke alarm right there. Okay. So he's got his tiny little shitty apartment. And like the stove, the fridge, the dishwasher, the toilet, the shower, and the bathroom sink would have all have come with the apartment. So him having to spend all that money on those is just ridiculous. Let's go ahead and dive into this. He's going to get a bed. Let's say after he got the apartment, he immediately went out and bought... did I ever hit go on my timer? No, because I'm a fucking idiot. God. Let's say there's 40 minutes left. 3, 7, 10, 13, 16, 19, 22, 25, 35, that would be 38 and a half. So I was kind of close, but not really. So there's like 22 minutes left of this video. Damn, I wasted a lot more time than I thought I did. I think. I'll figure it out later. But let's just get his apartment set up. So let's say he went out, same day he got this apartment, he went out and he bought a bed. And they say that a bed is kind of what the basis for everything. So he kind of went out and he splurged a little bit, and he got a $1,400 bed, let's say. Pretty nice, pretty nice. He's cutting his budget a little close. Let's see, he needs a dresser because he's not that much of a slob. Let's just say he has a white bottomless dresser, and that's basically the extent of his bedroom for the moment. And then for the living room, he's got a cheap-ass love seat. Squarely there, modern love seat. Mega love seat. Wow. The epiphany. Why has it gotta have like a blanket on it? You know what? I'm not even gonna question it. Yeah, that looks fine. He's got like a cheap-ass love seat. Just kinda thrown in here on the corner. And he's got just a little coffee table. Jesus Christ. No, he doesn't need a coffee table. Fuck him. He doesn't need that. Ah, God. Let's give him a friggin' TV. Get him young TV stand. For fuck's sake. And let's get him a relatively normal TV to go with that. And let's say a rug. It's tacky, looks awful, but he got it for cheap, you know? So he can't really bitch about it too much. And then of course, he needs something to eat on. Let's say he got a cheap table, you know, just kind of out there on the display. Just kind of grabbed a cheap ass thing. I am struggling. And salvage. There we go. Yeah. Got himself this tiny little table and a chair to eat at it with. Sooner or later dining chair. There we go. And that's it. That's all he managed to do. Let's see if there's any other colors. Let's see. Actually, that kind of matches a little bit. There we go. Alright. And that's basically the basics? That's really all he needs for now? That leaves him $8,000 to play around with. Now I could get him a basic computer, but he'd definitely spend all of his time playing on it. So let's worry about buying anything else for when we need to worry about his needs. And for, getting promotions and stuff. So he's here, he's on his first day, he needs a job. Let's get him a career. I have to actually have it playing in order for that to happen. Let's pause real quick, pull the walls back up, lock door for everyone but Jack. That'll keep out any pesky neighbors. Alright, Jack. Jack Everyman. Let's get you that job. Now, Jack doesn't exactly have a college degree. He went to high school, he graduated high school, but he was very average. So, a business degree might be a little bit of a struggle for him. But considering he would be starting at the very bottom as a mailroom technician, it might be okay. He's not in a seedy neighborhood, so joining a criminal organization is not quite something that would happen. He's not very opinionated, so being a critic wouldn't be a thing. Although paper deliverer is kind of interesting, that you would start off as a paper deliverer in order to be a critic. He's definitely not a chef, but he could dive into culinary. Amateur entertainer. I don't know what that means, but it could be either a musician or a comedian. He doesn't have any prerequisite skills. He doesn't have any skills whatsoever. So maybe that would be his thing later on. Who knows? A gardener. You all always had a green thumb, but now you think to earn some green with it. You'll start doing a lot of planting and gardening, but keep at it and you can find some success in science or art in doing so. Botanist or floral designer. Well, he's in an apartment, so he wouldn't be able to plant anything without pissing off his landlord. So that's definitely a no-go until he moves into his own home, which he will eventually, when he has enough money. He would move into a home, take his furniture with him, and all that fun stuff. Politician. I don't think he's old enough to do such a thing. I would wait until he gets into his adult life stage before diving into politics. Secret agent, same thing. Seems kind of dumb. He wouldn't dive into that right off the bat. Social media is not a job. Moving on. Tech guru. Live tech. Those are those people that you call. You're like, please help, all that fun stuff. He could maybe do that. He's not really gifted, but you don't really have to be when you're sitting in front of a computer that tells you all the answers. And then writer. He's not very gifted, so writer's assistant. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe he could dive into it later. He's definitely not a scientist or a doctor, an astronaut, or a detective. He does not have the college requisites for that shit. He is not smart enough for any of those, so don't even consider. And he's not very athletic. That's something you get into in high school and then you take off in college. Since he doesn't have a college career whatsoever and wasn't very athletic through high school, that's also kind of out of his business peruse. So, for the higher ranks of business, he's obviously going to need some kind of learning in order to do that. There's not a college thing in The Sims 4 as of yet, so it can't really take advantage of that. But, let's see. Tech guru would be somebody working on the phone. That's $31 an hour. and that's working for 8 hours a day, Tuesday through Saturday. Entertainer, 23 hours, or $23 an hour from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. That's a pretty stable kind of job, maybe. Culinary, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, $15 an hour from 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. That pays the lowest? Wow. Damn. $9 an hour for criminal. Business is $16. Wow, so the highest paying thing is actually the tech guru. That's harsh, but also kind of true. Let's not waste too much time trying to decide this. Let's go with business for now. If he fails in the business career or decides he wants to get out of it, that would open up the criminal part because, you know, being disillusioned with regular business would make you want to go, hey, let's steal from everybody. Maybe while he's working his business career, he'll learn some culinary skills and be like, you know, maybe I want to be a chef instead. Or maybe he'll pick up some charisma and some comedy skills and be like, actually, I want to be a comedian or a musician instead. So this is a decent little start off, and Tech Guru feels like you need to know computers before you do it, and he doesn't have any skills whatsoever. So business it is. He's going to be a mailroom technician for $16 an hour, Monday through Friday, from 9 to 5. Oh yeah, business, synergy, efficiency, planfulness, because that's a word. If the mere sound of these industry buzzwords gets you buzzing, then a career in business might just be the right pick for you. All right. He is now a businessman. Entered the career business. He's now a mailroom technician at Dewey, Cheatham, and Howie Incorporated. He starts Monday at 9 a.m. Yay! How joyous. And that's essentially the last that I'm going to do with him. But I am going to speed up the time to fast speed, because just sitting here watching him do random shit would be ridiculous. Buy a washing machine. Buy a bee box? What? Let's refuse that, and let's say that washing machines aren't a thing in this place, and it has like a laundromat on the first floor of the apartment building, so let's refuse that as well. Watch civic public access. Pin that until he actually does it. Volunteer with family. He doesn't have a family. Search for vampire information on a computer. You don't have a computer. Buy a bee box. Nope. Buy a hot tub. Nope. Oh, the welcome wagon. The welcome wagon has started. Welcome to the neighborhood. People are coming to visit. Get to know you. Maybe even bring you a fruitcake. No pressure. Just get to know people and enjoy the company. Well, he hears them at the door. He heard the bell ring. He heard people standing outside talking, and he's just not interested. He's sitting there. He's watching his TV with its static. Wow, he is massively... he's watching a romance movie. He's just kind of enjoying himself, watching a romance film, enjoying his day before he has to go to work tomorrow. He earned $17 an hour, which is $2 more than the normal mailroom technician because of his business savvy aspiration. Maybe next time, they say, and then they all leave. Cool. Have $10,000 in reserve. He does not. Have earned $5,000 for fabulously wealthy. Going for not broke. He will get shrewd. He'll get direct deposits if he completes this trait, or this aspiration throughout the course of his life. Who knows? Maybe he will. Energized. Skills, he has no skills. relationships. He has poor relationships with everybody because he didn't answer the damn door. Oh man, Somology. Jack Everyman, he's got 89 days until he dies. He's ambitious, good, business savvy, and cheerful. His genealogy, apparently he was created out of nothing. No parents, because they disowned him. They gave him $20,000 and they were like, fuck off, don't want to deal with you ever again. And he doesn't own any businesses. Oh, he's bored from watching a boring movie. You could call this movie the sleeper hit of the year. Emphasis on sleeper. And he goes right back to watching TV. Apparently he just has nothing he wants to do. Earn $100. We'll pin that because we can. Can he even watch civil public affairs? Civic? Yeah, he can. Okay. Buy a chess table from being bored. What does he need for promotions? Well, he needs to fill out reports. I'm not entirely sure how he plans to do that.
Yep.
Do I need a computer to do that? If that is the case, he needs to invest in a computer right this second. I think you actually do. So let's go ahead and buy him a little shit-tastic computer and a very basic desk. Lacquered up console. He bought this crappy little thing from Wally World and Seed of Health. And you know, he got 2 of these dining chairs, so he might as well use one of them instead of over there, just over here by the computer. And he's just gonna have... Oh wow, they're super fucking expensive. How low can you get desk block? The immersive bend? Wow. Wow, computers are fucking expensive in this game. Holy shitbags. Milton Word. Ugh. Well, let's get him a crappy little computer and see about having him do stuff. Maybe if he has a computer in the house, he'll do something other than stare at the career, find a job, more, web, fill out reports. He's hungry. Where is he going? Eat gourmet fruitcake. What? Where? Oh my. Oh hey, is that a public trash chute? It is. That's interesting. Who runs their dishwasher off just one dish? What are you, some kind of barbarian? God. Now he is chatting. Fruit delicacy. Ooh. Was there really any fruit in that cake? Doesn't matter, it was delicious. How do I just lock it on him? Is it gonna follow him around now? There we go, cinematic mode. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna sit here and watch him just fuck around. He is chatting online. I don't know who he's chatting with. Let's see. Who is he chatting with? Maybe his boss? Maybe some random people he knows. He knows 4 people, so... Or, sorry, 5. He knows 5 people, 4 other than his boss. Oh, Jack Everyman. He's so happy. He's so joyful.
Who is?
There's basically nothing going on right now because his day is off. He has an off day, so he's just kind of fucking around. Are you kidding me? Would you stay locked on him, please? What's the temperature like? It's warm, partly cloudy. Tomorrow, or today, it's going to be partly cloudy. He acquired the video gaming skill. Awesome. Why does it keep not locking on him? Just stay locked on him, please. He's deciding to get some sleep after a long day of just fucking around, playing a game on his phone, all that fun stuff. Figures his first skill would be video gaming. Being good at video games used to be good only for bragging rights against your siblings, but in this brave new world, video game prowess can actually make money and bring fame. What wacky times we live in. I know, right? He's super uncomfortable and needs to get something to eat, so he decides to go for the fruitcake, which has been sitting out for a couple of days now. For about a day now. That's a brilliant idea. Don't mind the gastrointestinal issues that's gonna give you. Oop. Hate when it drops back down to normal speed. Just stay in the slightly faster speed, please. Don't automatically change game speeds on me, you fucking bastard. Oh, Jack. Oh, Jack the Everyman. Once again, physically attached to your computer. Never doing anything interesting. Never practicing anything. Never thinking of anything except yourself. Chatting away with people online. Is he recovering his social skill? He is, actually. Very slowly. So I guess it does have some kind of benefit to it. Ha! Ha ha ha! Just chatting away online. He's got work in 2 hours. This should be interesting. His first day at work. Introvert. Do nothing social for 24 hours. He was chatting online. And work starts for him in 1 hour. Or specifically, in about 32 minutes. Let's see him off to his first day of work. And then we will call a day to this ballad of him being a weirdo. He has to use the restroom. Yes, I am watching you. What's this? New friend. He made a new friend. And now he's finally at work. Good lord. Ah, there we go. It's doing the hyperspeed. Paper jam. The office coffee machine is broken and everyone is looking Jack to get it working again. Will he attempt to fix it himself or call a repairman? Well, Jack, ho ho ho, now that I am in charge of the reins, I shall make you fix it yourself, because that is way more funny. He glances at the copier's manual, then opens it up and starts tinkering. After a couple of hours of fruitless toil, his hands are covered in ink and the copier is no closer to being fixed. Oh, Jack, you done fucked up, yo. Performance loss, small. I really missed the skip until next task is complete button. Because of events like that happening, and then it cutting off the hyper time until he gets off work kind of thing. Super sad. Oh well. It's been an hour, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and call it an end here. As you can see, this is basically how things are going to go. I'm just going to be your omnipotent, never shuts up narrator, watching him do his thing. It's going to play around. It's going to be boring until he has more things to do and more ways to pass time. I'm just taking things a little bit slower right now just to kind of get a feel for how this is going to handle. Normally when I play these kinds of games, I'm a very domineering, I have to make you do everything kind of god. So sitting back and watching the sim just kind of fuck around on the computer, chatting with people he doesn't know for hours on end is kind of annoying as hell. But now I kind of get how how my life must look. Although I'm not actually chatting with people online for hours on end, I'm chatting to myself and recording videos of me doing so for hours on end. Oh God, what is my life? So his performance is actually doing pretty good. It looks like a couple more days of being a mailroom tech and he might actually get a promotion, which is hilarious, considering I won't have done anything for him. Maybe by the end of the week, in quotations, he will be the next level. But yeah, just gonna pause it right here and save the game, and that'll be that for this episode. If you liked the video, you know, all that fun stuff, I'm gonna have the end card at the end of this anyways. Leave me a comment below, tell me like what you want to see Jack do next. Don't forget, in this I'm just a narrator, but I can jump in at times and force him to do things. Like, say for example, I could buy a yoga mat and force him to do yoga stretches for hours, if that is what you want to see. Or I could have him go out into town and hang out with people for hours, if that's what you want to see. You know, just leave a comment below. Tell me what you want to see Jack do. I'll maybe put a suggestive thrust of my fist against the back of his head until he does it. Who knows?
Thank you all for watching,
All right.
peeps. If you liked the video, please click that like button. And if you want to see more content from me, your host, 19, be sure to click that subscribe button. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.